it's a middleweight title fight between Anderson the Spider Silva and Yoel Romero. All right, so here he is, the soldier of God, Olympic silver medalist, Yoel Romero. It's amazing to think he hasn't had a UFC belt around his waist. Most people think, or I should say, some people think he did enough to beat Robert Whittaker back in the day, but this is still one of the best middleweights on planet Earth.
He's one of the most naturally talented guys that I've ever met. From the moment I met him back in the wrestling days, way back around 2001, you understood that you were looking at something special in Yoel Romero. And although he started his career very late, I knew that he would get to this point. Now that he has developed that quick knockout ability, couple that with his wrestling, and you have one of the perennial middleweight top contenders.
Hard to find a lot of glaring weaknesses when you study the film on Yoel Romero. Some might knock the cardio, but seems to get his breathers in there in a 25-minute fight. And you've heard past opponents like Luke Rockhold, Robert Whittaker talk about literally kicking a man of steel.
He's stoned.
Yoel Romero, folks, here he is. All right, here he is, for my money, might be the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup.
Everyone talks about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Romero is 43, Silva is 45. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida. Presenting the challenger, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And now, introducing the champion, fighting. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson, the Spider Silva!
This is from UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway. You ready? You ready? All right, here we go with round 1. Anderson Silva, Yoel Romero, and what a statement about Anderson Silva, that he's willing to take on a guy like Yoel Romero at this stage of his career.
I mean, that just tells you what type of fighter Anderson Silva is. For as skilled as he is, it's the mentality and the self-belief that allows him to take these dangerous fights. But if he is not careful, Yoel Romero is one of the more powerful, guys the UFC has ever seen.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Oh, little single collar tie there. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it.
Big leg kick land.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, the kickboxing chops on full display with that offering. Nicely done.
Beautiful kick landed by this man.
Romero gets hit by that leg kick. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Romero's got the tie clinch. Let's see what he can do with it.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai clinch.
Nice job by Romero there on the feet, not only sticking, but moving to avoid the counterattack coming back.
It's the head move. It's the athleticism of Yoel Romero that allows him to be standing there flat-footed and just get out of the way whenever you try to hit him. He's always been a phenomenal athlete, and he continues to be that even as he's aged.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Anderson the Spider Silva. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Single collar tie.
Oh, big elbow.
Gets the elbow up into the target.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Nice leg kick lands.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Romero. Less than a minute to go in the round.
Let's go. Let's get that takedown.
Ooh, what a punch.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Right hand punch to the clinch. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, no wasted motion there. Romero loads up on the right hand and finds the target.
I mean, you watch it. He's knocked out some of the greatest middleweights of all time. Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman. He's put guys to sleep in a variety of ways, and tonight he does it again.
15 seconds to go. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Spinning back fist is there. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. A lot of leg kicks for good measure in that round.
I mean, leg kicks are the key. You watch people win fights with just leg kicks, especially in this game. I mean, it is my strike of choice. I love the animation when I've landed so many leg kicks that my opponent just kind of waves me off and the fight gets stopped. Keep throwing them. If they're not going to check him, keep throwing the leg kick.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight. That
was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch his punch like this puts a smile on my face. Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
Well, Silva's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's... Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position. All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got the tie clinch. Silva's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you see him drive his shin into his opponent. The issue with that kick, as effective as it is, one gets checked, you got the Anderson Silva situation. Way to hide that leg kick.
So we fall on the numbers here, DC. 55 total strikes have landed for Anderson Silva. And landing at a pretty good clip, 55% thus far tonight against Yoel Romero. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. Single collar tie now.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Uppercut lands for him. Judo throw. Let's see if he can capitalize and lock up a sub.
You got to try to find whether or not you're going to land ground and pound here or if you're going to go to submission.
Start bringing those elbows.
So 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Lands with the ground and pound.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Oh, collar tie.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
60 seconds now to go in the fight. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Battle for position here. Nice kick there by Silva. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Yeah, he's mixed it all up.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Great punch.
Single collar tie here. Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab.
A little single collar tie there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Right in the strike, to drop.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there in the previous round.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase his finish.
Let's get going now.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Oh, shades of Ben Saunders against Brandon Wolf back in the day. A lot of knees, a lot of volume here. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
My boy John Anik is a encyclopedia of knowledge and threw it all the way back. But those knees will definitely take it back the longer this fight goes.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. 91 total strikes have landed for Anderson the Spider Silva. Well, and anytime you're above 50%, you got to feel pretty good about that, landing with 56% accuracy against Yoel Romero.
For the shot, take the shot.
Silva circling to his right now. Soldier of God gets hit with a kick. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Silva. Just over 3 minutes to go now. And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. Guys have found it, and they are fighting behind it real well. It's a beautiful...
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Dude's hurt.
Wow! Back to the feet.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is maybe John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Anik.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
Can't attack.
That'll do it!
He's done. He's done. What a fight.
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliano has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero.
All right, well, the next time he fights, it'll be black trunks with gold trim. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Championship colors will be worn by this young man the next time he walks into the octagon. He came in there with a game plan, stuck to it, and got the job done. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion.